Back now to your top 5 and your final pick tonight.
And tonight, another local soldier has been killed in Iraq. News says Michelle Hopkins is live tonight with your number 5 pick. Michelle?
Yeah, Private First Class Tony Seig was a military policeman. He was also a 2005 graduate of East Central High School. That's where I am tonight. He is also actually was 9 days away from his 20th birthday. Tonight he's being remembered as a young man committed to the cause. Tony Seig's mother, Linda, draws strength from her friends today.
I gotta go.
Her only son, Tony, killed in Iraq over the weekend.
He was committed to the Army. He told me that he wanted to be one of the good guys.
Just a year out of East Central High School, Tony was only in Iraq for a couple of months.
He took great pride in being an MP. Felt like what he was doing was important, and it mattered. And it did.
Tony leaves behind 2 sisters and a girlfriend who spoke with Tony just 2 days ago.
I do know that he talked to his girlfriend Saturday before he went out on a maneuver that took his life. And I do know it was a happy conversation. They were making plans to be married.
Now at 7:30 tonight, there will be a flag ceremony on the front lawn of the family's home in Sunman, Indiana. Coming up tonight at 5:45, we're going to talk with the football coach here at East Central High School about Tony Seig, and also we'll talk with some other people who knew him best. Where the news comes first, Michelle Hopkins, News 5.
Tonight, a local family is mourning the loss of a fallen hero. Less than a year after graduating from East Central High School, Tony Seig has died in Iraq.
And tonight, News 5's Michelle Hopkins joins us live with more on how Seig died and how this young man is being remembered tonight. Michelle?
Yeah, and so many people here that I talked to at East Central High School remember Tony Seig. They remember his as somebody who played football, was a real prankster, and somebody committed to whatever he did.
He was a good man. He was principled and honorable and fun-loving. I'll miss him.
Tony Seig, only in Iraq for 2 months, will be missed by many in his hometown of Sunman, Indiana. We could see signs all over the tiny town. And at Tony's high school, East Central, where he played football, Coach Don Stonefield remembers his friend and his player.
You know, when you think of a military man, you think of somebody who's disciplined, don't have to ask twice to do something. He was that type of person, you know, willing to do whatever you ask him to the, you know, 8th degree. And
committed, determined, like many in the military, willing to step up to be a man.
They're all so little. They come out of high school, they go right into the military, and within a year they're over there. It just doesn't seem like enough time to even get them ready for over there.
At East Central, there is sadness, but there's also pride.
At any given time, anybody that's you know, willing to make that commitment could fall, and you know, I'm just proud of Tony, proud to have been part of, you know, his upcoming, and you know, he will be sorely missed.
He was committed to the Army. He told me that he wanted to be one of the good guys.
And Coach Stonefield says at Friday night's home game, it will also be homecoming, and they will pay tribute to Tony in a moment of silence. That will happen again this Friday night at 7 o'clock. Live at East Central, where the news comes first, Michelle Hopkins, News 5.
From the team on your side, this is 9 News at 5:30.
Good evening. The Tri-State has lost another soldier to the war in Iraq.
19-year-old Tony Seig was killed Saturday. His family tells our Janelle Walton the Sunman, Indiana soldier was involved in a combat mission at the time of his death. She's here now with more. Janelle.
Tanya, David, Private First Class Tony Seig was part of the Army's 519th Military Police Battalion and the 118th Military Police Airborne Company. His family says the 2005 East Central High School graduate loved a lot of things about life, including football and his country. Tony Seig would have turned 20 next week, September 18th. His mother, Linda, says she knew her son was gone when she opened the front door Sunday morning.
There were 2 soldiers standing there, and I knew what it was before they even told me.
Mrs. Seig lost her husband, Ron, nearly 3 years ago. Her son's death adds to her pain. Seig says she's comforted somewhat by what her son told her and his 2 sisters before he joined the Army.
he wanted to be one of the good guys. It was important to him to be on the right side. He wanted to make a difference.
I think we all need to remember why they're over there fighting for us, and not take our freedoms for granted, and remember what they're doing, and that this is the kind of price that some of them are going to pay to protect us.
Come here and give me that tape, baby. Feeling helpless, a neighbor does what she can to console the family, decorating the front porch in red, white, and blue.
Well, I have a son that's in the military too, and he's been to Iraq and been back, and he's going again in February, so I know. Me and her have talked about it many, many times, about how our kids really feel what they're doing is what needs to be done.
Tony's mother says she had won a flagpole several years ago, but she kept it in the family's barn because she didn't know what to do with it. But she says now she knows exactly what it was meant for, to honor Tony's memory.
We're going to have a flag raising tonight to honor him and fly it at half-mast. And it'll stay there forever to mark the day for all the kids. Something to remember Tony by.
Tony's mother says her son was very frustrated the last time she talked to him, but he didn't want to tell her what was bothering him. His alma mater is planning to honor him during Friday night's football game at East Central in Summit, Indiana. Burial arrangements are pending. We'll keep you notified.
From the team on your side, this is 9 News at 11.
A tri-state high school held a ceremony tonight to honor a 2005 graduate who was killed in Iraq. The honors continue our look at the tri-state at this hour. Before the game, East Central High School also held a moment of silence for 19-year-old Private Anthony Seig. Seig died Saturday on a combat mission in Iraq. The school also presented his mother, Linda, with a plaque.
Where East Central dedicated its game to Anthony Seig, a former Trojan who was killed this week in Iraq. Batesville, the state's 9th-rated team in 3A, had a 7-3 lead on the Trojans in the second quarter when Jake Miners threw deep to Derek Birkenbauer, 58 yards. He takes it to the 1. On the very next play, Miners will keep it. The Trojans go ahead, and they win it 31-7.
From the team on your side, this is 9 News with Good Morning Tri-State.
And today, a local soldier killed while serving in Iraq will be laid to rest today in Summit, Indiana. Last Sunday, the Army informed the mother of Private First Class Tony Seig that her son died while on a combat mission. Tomorrow would have been Seig's 20th birthday. Funeral services will be held at the Summit American Legion Post, 337 at 412 Eastern Avenue in Summit. Visitation begins at 3 o'clock and the service with full military honors starts at 8 p.m.